What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Day 3. I'm proud of myself. We are going to continue working on this black and white canvas here. So, Happy New Year, everybody. Let's start it off right. Let me pull up the chat. Let's see, get rid of that, get rid of that. Go on. We keep that, that can go. Go on, go on, go on, go on. YouTube, there we go. Right. My channel. Are we live? We are live. Alright. Oh, gotta turn down the volume. Hear that feedback. We don't need that. So, is the music too loud? It looks like it might be a little bit too loud. Okay, cool. And we are live, yep. So let's get it. I tried diffusing my overhead light so it wasn't such a glare, and helped a little, but it made everything look yellow. It's terrible. You know what? This white needs some water in it. That's what's going on with this here. How am I going to do this? Will this straw work correctly? Yep. I saw all that water go pouring in there. It seemed a little thick yesterday, a little chunky. Let's loosen it up a little bit. Alright. I wonder if it's the way that I'm shaking it up. I wonder if swirling would be better instead of agitating. I think maybe it's tearing stuff off the walls in the bottle that's maybe dried up. It's just making it chunky. I haven't really used the big bottles much. Are you Red Vines or Twizzler? I prefer Red Vines. I hated them at first, but now I can't eat Twizzlers. I'm ruined. Ruined, I tell you. Ruined. Man. I was supposed to promote that I was streaming tonight, wasn't I? That's something I have to get used to, is putting promoting it. Oh my god. Stop being mad. It's new year. Let's stop being mad. It's like some white spots I have to touch up. I'm not happy with. It could be whiter. And there's still some black specks showing through from the overspray. I think I rubbed some off yesterday after I painted over it when I was doing the gray. I'm pretty sure. So I kind of just want it to look a little more solid. I mean, this isn't for anybody, so I'm not caring that it's like super perfect. But just, you know, you always try and put your best foot forward. Unless you're saving it to gear up to stick it in somebody's ass. This crown up here. That's better. It looks a little more uniform. Yeah, see, like up here you can still see a lot of the black overspray on it. I'd rather not be able to see as much of it as possible. Can't believe it's New Year. I can't believe it's the first day. I did good today though. Woke up feeling good. Didn't feel all assed out from partying. I got up earlier than I have and out to work, and I was done by 3:30 today. That was super sweet. Avoid all that traffic. I really smudged that up right there. Be careful. I'll fix it with the gray if I remember to. I even think because I put the water in there and thinned it out a little bit, it's actually spreading a little bit better. Maybe if I did that when I first started using it, I wouldn't have had to do so many coats. But this paintbrush is starting to get a little, been using it quite a bit. The bristles are getting frayed, so it doesn't hold as fine line as it did when I bought it. Well, I don't know if I bought these. I think, where did I get these? I'm not sure if these were a swap meet fine or not. Or if I bought these. I know I have so many because I've gotten so many from the swap meet. So all this time I was waiting for the Oculus to show up, and I was nervous because, yo, JC, what's up? Welcome back to the stream, man. 3 days strong, man. I'm doing it. Keeping it alive. I was done with work early today. I got up early today. I didn't go out. I didn't party. Why is my door open? Oh, hold on a second. I am loud as fuck. I don't need to be screaming. I left my bedroom door open. Happy New Year, brother. What's good? Yeah, what's good is that I got up. I got out early today. I made my nut early, and I was done by 3:30. Came home, ate some food, chilled in my friend's stream over on Twitch for a little bit, talked to him, and then here I am now, streaming for the 3rd day in a row. And I'm gonna try and stream every day like this if I can. So I need to get into a better habit of setting up the schedule, so it alerts people, and I need to learn. I gotta learn how to use Twitter better, and start, pushing out notifications that I'm going live. Usually my best friend is in the chat too, English Lotus. You've been in the chat with her quite a bit, and but she's on vacation right now. I gotta go pick them up at the airport tonight, at 9 o'clock. So I'm only gonna be streaming until about 8:30 Cali time, PST. And so right now I'm just kind of doing another coat on the white, as you can see, because I wasn't too happy with some spots. That last coat didn't cover the black overspray that got onto the white when I was fixing a spot on the black. Above it here, I got a white paint splotch on it, and I had to paint over it. So when I did that, it got all black overspray on the white. I could have covered the white, but it would have been a process, and you can't just cover it with a straight line, because then you would have seen that line with any overspray. I made Red Dead Redemption art video today. Nice! Nice. That's awesome, man. Welcome to the first day of 2020. Yay for progression. Now, if I could just find a better, more music streaming sites for this, so I'm not playing the same one over and over again, and we just keep hearing the same damn songs over and over again. It's the only reason why I think about streaming on Twitch and then just uploading the VODs on YouTube. But I get more subscribers on YouTube than I do on Twitch. So I thought I could build some here and then eventually move over there. I think I'm gonna do my gaming on Twitch though. Like I might stream a game later tonight, depending on if English Lotus can join, because I want her to be in the chat when I play it. It's a escape game where you gotta like figure out puzzles to escape the room, and she's smart. No, it's fine. Right on. Now we got the video. What was the other two things I was saying yesterday that I was gonna expect from you? You were gonna art on some Converses. That's right. That was one. And then there was another thing. There was three things that we were talking about, and I was like, do it. You know. I know the Converse was one, and then there was another project you were thinking about doing, and I was trying to. Oh, the hair dye. Yeah. Is that something your parents are cool with? When I was 13, 14, no way. Back, when I was younger, it was a little different than it is now. Parents kind of more tolerable of those things because it's everywhere. Or because people like me who were doing it are the parents now. But yeah, my dad, even with hair dye, you can't do that until you're 16. Bet your ass I did it at 15. But I didn't see my dad as much when I was that age because I was off doing my own thing. Even when I got my nose pierced, like, I wasn't supposed to do that. And I got it done at like a hairstyling place before, piercing places, and they used a gun, which you're not supposed to do. And they stuck it in my nose, and like you get with your ear pierced at Claire's at the mall or something like that. They used that on my nose. You're not supposed to do that. It ended up getting infected at one point. Oh, it was funny. She was like, oh, maybe. Yeah. That's cool. It's maybe is better than a definite no. And I asked my sister, and she said sure, and my mom said okay, fine. Yeah, if you got siblings, they can help you out. They're older, and they vouch for you to the parent. The parent is more likely to let you do whatever if the older siblings like, nah, let them do it. Yeah. I didn't have that. I was only child until I was 17. And then I ended up moving to California by the time I was 25, so I was on my own. I didn't get to influence my sister's life as much as I wanted to. Matter of fact, speaking of, I need to text my sister and let her know that I'm streaming so my mom and her can tune in. Oh, I totally missed the water bowl with the brush and got paint all over my desk. Good thing it's an art desk. My sister, my sister's gonna dye it because she's good with. Oh yeah, totally. That's fun. That's a good bonding moment with your sibling. I wish I had more of those moments with my sister. And video games was sort of our thing, but now that she has a kid, she doesn't get to play games with me as much. Oh, actually, I was gonna text my mother. Or my sister, anyways. Let's see. Streaming on YouTube. Tell Ma to tune in. Alright. My mom says that she's not getting the notifications. I was like, did you click the bell on YouTube? And she said, yeah. So I'm not really sure, but my mom's not too savvy with the electronics. So you kind of should have seen when I was trying to get her to connect to Facebook Live to watch me when I was on my cross-country road trip, and I wanted to take her with me into the butterfly emporium because she likes butterflies, but just trying to get her to get on Facebook and figure out how to get to the live to see me. It took quite a bit. See, look at that frayed end. Come on now. There's the scissors. What happened to the small ones? Thought I had smaller scissors. Okay. Less fray. Less chances of it straying outside of the lines. Did you decide what color though? Are you going to do the fire? Or are you going to do a solid color? I think the fire sounds kind of dope. Like if you could get all three, three colors, like the red, yellow, and orange is, and have them sort of blended, that would be super cool. That's like a level up on. I meant to change the angle of the camera so I wasn't getting in front of it so much. I forgot. Though I don't really need to lean forward as much as I was, to be honest. It's almost like I can see the painting better when I'm leaning back. It's just knowing where the paintbrush is if I can't see around it. This looks way better with this coat on it. Yep. I don't think I'll have to do another one, thank God. I might have to touch up some areas at some point for some reason, because that happens. Probably black, then bleach the parts I want colored. And the colors are going to be turquoise and blue. Oh, nice. Those are pretty. I mean, they're nice complementary colors, but, I say pretty generally. I don't mean it in a feminine way. Yeah, turquoise is nice. I like turquoise. It's a nice color. Now, I wouldn't put it on my car, though. There's something about turquoise cars and just... That's too much turquoise. That's a lot of turquoise. I think, was it Geo Prisms used to have a turquoise color. How did I know they were playing this song next? It played in my head. I wonder if the playlist is in the same order, and without knowing it subconsciously, I knew this song was next. It was weird. It was in my head. That was crazy. It just means they play these songs a lot. I thought these channels would like increase song rotations, not decrease song rotations. It's not that I don't like these songs. It's just that I've been listening to them every time I stream now for a while. And I can't find any other like copyright free music streams that aren't high energy that I'm not privy to most of the time. Like the real anthem-y stuff, the real dubstep-y stuff. I mean, I like dubstep, but the stuff they play on those channels is too much. This is sort of like a chill time for me when I'm painting. It's not a hyphy moment. I never made it out last night either. I went to bed about 12:30, said a bunch of Happy New Year's, and then I went to bed. I started watching episode 7 of The Mandalorian, and I just got so tired I didn't even make it. I got about halfway through and I ended up shutting it off because I was just like, I'm tired enough. I haven't watched the newest episode yet, so no spoilers if you've seen it. I don't know if you said that you were watching it or not yesterday when we were talking about shows. Go to guy's channel named Sulker. Okay. I can do that. Should I try that right now? Alright, let me see. Let me go to... Is that a YouTube channel? I'm assuming that it is. I'm gonna assume it is until you tell me otherwise. Okay, Sulker. I see Sulker Beats. Sulker. Okay. Beat maker, music producer, Ireland. Download a beat. Is this stuff, as long as it's, no copy protection, whatever it is. Oh, so these are individual songs too. I'll play all. Alright, let's check it out. Hopefully it doesn't get my stream pulled. But here. Let's check out Sulker stuff. Let's see. Oh, no copyright trap. Okay. Oh, The Mandalorian's so good. Yeah, it's good. I wasn't a big fan of episode 4 and 6 personally. It's something that wasn't good about him for me. And it's the reason why is it's because it's being directed by different directors, different episodes. Oh, I got white paint on my pants. I did that the other night too. And I understand this is water-based, but once it dries, it dries. Oh, come on, paint. I gotta try and get this paint out of my pants. Oh, son of a bitch. It's in the threads. I think I gotta go use the water. Alright. I gotta go wash my pants. I gotta change pants. I don't want to get paint on my good pants. Oh. I did that. And now I gotta go save my pants. Throw on some jogging pants. Oh, I don't think I want to get paint on these either. Alright, I'll be right back. I got it as best as I could. Hopefully it won't be that bad once it goes through the wash. That was pretty dumb. I didn't even realize. I was like, how did I get white paint? Like, I don't understand. It's not like I had it over me. Alright. I'll turn my headphones up. Oh, listen to this. Japanese type beat. So it was Tekken. I must have got the sound effects from Tekken or something. I used to play Tekken. Let me switch it back over to OBS though so I can see what's going on. Make sure. Alright. I like that Japanese sort of piano, not piano, sitar-y kind of sound. A little plucky. I don't know what that instrument's called. My sister would probably. Alright. Is that pretty good? I'm not too big of a fan of the way this is right here. That's weird. I wonder why it won't be straight. The canvas is so textured right there that it wasn't laying the paint down in a straight line. I'm mucking it up. I think it should be in more right here. That's better. I had this gray hole here and here, but I'm supposed to be painting. Maybe I shouldn't do gray in the middle and the inside here. Maybe I should just do a fade of black and white. I was gonna paint gray here and fade it out. That might be too much gray. See, now I'm not 100% sure. The original idea is not sounding as good as it originally did. I might just I hear some Star Wars sound effects right there. Like I can fade it out into the I can do better than that for sure. I need some water and thin it out. It's an interesting one because I know it's paint. I can just go over it if I don't like the way that it's coming out. Or should I use the gray? Anyways, like I was gonna. Or I can do something interesting between the white and the black. Well, I don't need to sit here and stare and daydream about it. I'll continue on the gray. Where's the gray? Alright. There's another artist, a YouTube channel, TechSec. He's been producing some trap beats too. It's pretty cool. Along with like the graffiti art as well. Let's kind of see like another channel with multiple content. getting frays here. Well, it's not good. Alright. I'm thinking to myself, like, why am I doing the dark so perfect when it's not going to be that way on all of it? I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting paint, but at the same time, the other colors will go on better with this as the base coat. I think it'll be easier to fade the other colors when the lighter grays once I'm ready to add them. My mom was putting my grandmother to bed, and my dog got loose. Whoa! For a few seconds, and my dog ran and jumped on top of my. Oh, it's funny. Oh, what up, Wace? I almost didn't even see that, man. I was looking down. What up? Welcome to the stream, brother. That's crazy. I hope your Nan is okay. It's not a big dog, right? I hope. And I know some Nanas, you know, when they get old, they can't really take that kind of physical activity, you know? She's fine, good. All right, cool. That wouldn't have been. I guess you wouldn't have been like it was funny if she got hurt. You know, if I thought a little bit more than initially, like, oh no, the dog jumped on her. I hope she's okay. My mother's dog, man. When my grandma was alive, just loved my grandmother. But that's because she would feed him all kinds of junk food off the table and stuff. So of course a dog's gonna love you for that. I personally don't feed pets off of the dinner table. I don't like when pets are staring at me and like begging while I'm eating. It's nope. You need to back up. Make me feel funny while I'm eating. No. Nice. The puppy. Oh, that's right. We were talking about that, right? I don't know if you... Did you tell me that it was a puppy, too? When we were talking about the dogs? Like I said, I forget everything, man, so... It's not personal. I don't remember much. I can't honestly say I try, though, either. You know, like... Most information really isn't important to retain. It's really the bottom that needs the second coat more than the top. The top sort of went on pretty good. But for integrity, I feel like giving... See, I don't think I'm going to do the whole thing. Just the insides and then out. Because I really don't need to do more than that. Like in here, I could definitely use it. Sounds like Fruity Loops. The program Fruity Loops he might have used to produce these kind of has that feel to it to me. I used to mess around with producing songs as well. I got some on SoundCloud. But I kind of found that like producing music wasn't really where my heart was at. It was just an element of DJing that basically like became who's who. Is the producers are the ones that get booked, not the DJs. Ooh, This track, that sub drop, dope. I wonder where that sample's from. If this track was mastered and you were playing it through like a sound system in the car, ooh, that'd be nasty. This one's called Yeet. Oh, that cup is only half empty. Yeet. Ah, there it is. Yeet. It's funny, like, I was saying Yeet before I even knew the origin of Yeet. I thought it was like a Twitch gaming thing. And then someone was like, nah, it's this video on YouTube's chick at school, and she chucks a can. This can's only half empty. Yeet! Well, she says something about that. This can is empty. Yeet! She throws it across the school. Stupid. Hope nobody got hurt, but it was funny. Man, this can is empty. Yeet! It's fun to say though, isn't it? So, do you ever watch Twitch? I think I asked you that before. If you're on Twitch, I'm also on Twitch too. You can follow me over there. Like I said, I haven't really started streaming over there a whole lot. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the gaming. If I'm just going to put it all on YouTube or if I'm going to split it up. I have other friends that stream on Twitch, so it would be a way to sort of get a jump off. Because I get some followers from the people I play with over there and the people that, you know, they're followers. I'm sure some of them would like my content. I'm a pretty dumb person when I'm playing video games. Unless I'm raging, because sometimes when I play first-person shooters, I get a little sweaty. And I'm not that good, so I rage a bit. I've been known to chuck a controller or two or rage quit because it wasn't going my way. Bet your ass. I've broken controllers. Shoot. I've seen buttons from controllers go flying up in the air when it hits the ground, like little buttons. They're just like, oh, there goes my controller. Funny thing is, you could super glue them back together as long as you got the pieces. I've had some pretty wrecked controllers. When you stream on Twitch, you can play real music. I can play radio music and get away with it over there. You can play whatever you want, really, which is super cool. It's not, you know, like just the stuff available on YouTube, which isn't always great, man. Like, the selection's not the greatest. Like, the music that they give you for your videos in the audio section is not that great. Man, watching me paint this is going to be like watching paint dry. I mean, seriously. I'm not really doing anything interesting at the moment with this gray, am I? Well, that's sort of how painting goes, though. It's a slow process. I just appreciate the company while I'm painting. I know my friend's streaming the Witcher game right now, and I played through it, so it wasn't spoiler. It's kind of funny seeing somebody else play through it, like remembering how you played it. And I played on PlayStation though. He's playing it on PC. So get this. I'm like waiting for my Oculus headset to arrive because my mom said she sent it. I hit up my sister to see if she could track it, and she's telling me my mother only sent the grips, the controller grips, but never actually purchased the Oculus Rift itself. My mother swears she did, and my sister says she can't see it in her Amazon account. Like, so my mom might have had an episode. she might have got that Alzheimer's and just sort of forgot. I'm sitting here waiting for my VR headset to arrive. Like, derp. It's not here. All the while, I think somebody stole it. Like, Xbox controllers shatter. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, PS4s are. So I'm sure at your age you've never held them, but the original Nintendo, they were just these squares, and it was the hardest plastic. Like PlayStation controller, I can throw it on the ground hard enough and it will crack open. I swear those Nintendo controllers, those original, I used to have it in my hand and just bash it on the corner of my bed frame, and I never broke it. Not once did I ever break it. Those original Nintendo controllers, those were the real bricks. You go to a thrift store sometime somewhere in your neighborhood and you'll find an old Nintendo controller there for sale. Pick that thing up and find a secluded spot in the thrift store somewhere and bang it on something and you'll see. That thing, man. You can run over it with a truck, that thing won't break. I treated my Nintendo controllers worse than any controllers because I was a younger kid then. You get a temper games. Especially when, back in the day, man, the computers used to cheat. I swear to God, they cheated. And we didn't have the luxury of updating and nerfing and buffing things like they do now with every patch in a game. If the game was broke, you had to play with it broken because they couldn't fix it. Now they're fixing everything, and yeah, it's good for the most part, but sometimes when I turn on the console or the computer and I want to just go play a game and I go to load it and it says update, and then I gotta wait however long for the update and not play the game, that's something that I don't care for anymore. That I can't just play the game without the update. Like, that's a pain to me. I wonder if my sister gave my mother the message that I was streaming. Maybe they're trying to figure out the fiasco of the missing Oculus. I had another friend of mine, she posted on Facebook, I woke up this morning, she said she was playing some VR game, and I'm like, oh, my VR didn't come yet. She's like, VR is so dope, so lit. I'm like, oh, now I'm jonesing, FOMO in my headset. I don't even know if this laptop can actually play it, but I just want it. I want it in my hands. I want to know that I have it. I want to put it on my head, even if I can't use it, just to like get used to the feeling. That wasn't good there. I could have been a little bit more precise with that. But I know there's got to be some... I don't know. This laptop is not so good. I was going to like, there got to be some kind of cheap VR game I can play on low settings, but who knows. The VR takes a lot. It takes a lot. That's why I had to build a computer for it. Where was I at the top? Not like the top needs it as much. And I said I wasn't going to be doing all of it, didn't I? Just deep parts. I love how I say I'm going to do one thing and then I just disregard it and do what I said I wasn't going to do. And I keep telling myself to use the skinnier paintbrushes for these little areas, but what do? But like I said, this isn't this is just detail. The outline will clean everything up. I'm just trying not to mess up. Like, get it outside of where I need it to or want it to. See, this is a blotch in here that just looks triggering me. Looks terrible. That first coat was trash. But see, I gotta be careful. I'm like mucking up the line. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. That line looks good. What's your favorite rapper? See, my favorite rapper, wow. That's a hard one, man. Whew. Who do I really just... I always want to go to Aesop Rock, not ASAP Rocky. There's two different dudes. Aesop Rock is a total different dude. But the thing is he's not... He's my favorite because he's the strongest with words. He uses the biggest words, most syllables and stuff. But I can't always relate to his music because it's hard to understand. He's so... his analogies are so deep. So... Man... What could I say really stood out for me? Del the Funky Homo Sapien was a good one for me. Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest. Oh. And these are older groups. Lupe Fiasco, he's a really strong one. Let's see, who have I been putting on? I really haven't been putting on much for hip-hop lately either. I've been into sort of this neo-soul kick lately. Some like sort of funk with some jazz to it. Who else was a good rapper? Cannabis was strong rapper. He wasn't a freestylist though. Eminem, man, he used to kill it before he got too angry and started wanting to kill everybody. Like, all his songs are just about him being angry and he just bitches too much, dude. He's not fun anymore. He used to be fun. Now I think he's just kind of complains too much. Yeah, let's see, who else? Ludacris was fun. DMX used to be fun too. I was heavy into Wu-Tang when they first came out. They're all good. I used to be big in De La Soul, but those are groups. You asked like who my favorite rapper is, so I'm thinking like individually. not group wise. But you know, like the style of rap that you hear on the radio these days wasn't the style for my generation. It's different. We were a little bit slower and groovier. Now it's ratchety. It's all ratchety. Everybody want to be ratchety. Like, enough already. Terrible influences on the youth of the nation. And that's all they hear is material, 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 materials. Money, 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 money. How you telling me people relate into that? People don't have money like that. You ain't a rapper. Stop acting like you relate and you go to the club and make it rain. You don't make it rain. Stop it. At least, like, I feel like music back in the day had a more of a purpose, more, you know, more of a word to it. It's more influential. It's more positive. Ain't nothing positive about the music today. Most of it's so materialistic, superficial. I have what you don't got. That makes me better than you. That's all I hear in these songs. You ain't better than me. You just got nicer stuff, but you ain't better than me. Nobody's better than me. I ain't better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Back in the day, the rappers used to rap about being the best rapper and stuff, and like that kind of ego. It wasn't about the materials. It was about your lyrics. It was about your skill as a rapper. Not about what you have acquired. Who cares about that stuff? You can't take that when you're dead. And most of them, when their careers are over, are in debt. Because they spent it all on dumb stuff and now they can't pay for it. That doesn't sound smart to me. I mean, I know a lot of them now do invest. They start up clothing lines, perfume lines, you know, jewelry, stuff like that. Like, that's the smart thing to do, is to take that money and parlay it into something else. Let's see, mine's either NF or... Oh, yeah, Kendrick's good, too. Like, yep. I got onto Kendrick with, what was it? Pool full of liquor. I got a pool full of liquor, gonna dive in. A pool full of liquor, gonna dive in. Like, the first time I heard that song, I was like, oh, who's this? And that's what put me on to Kendrick. Now, his new album he just came out with, I don't think was as good as his last one, personally. I'm not sure who NF is. I'd have to look that up. I think I've heard of someone say something and using those words, NF, but I forget everything. And then it comes up later like, oh yeah, I think I heard something about that, didn't I? Even my impatience is starting to wear thin with this gray. Like, I want to get on with the detailing. But this second coat is actually making me feel better. It looks more uniform now across the whole thing, which I think will benefit when I start putting the lighter grays on. Is he saying practice your tracks today? I think he's saying. The sample in this song, I think he's saying practice your tracks today. At first I thought he was said purchase new tracks today. But now I think he's saying practice your tracks today. Could even be in the title of the song, I'm just not paying attention. Let's see. Listen to NF's new song. It's really good. Okay. Paid my dues. Alrighty. I will look into that. I can't do it on the stream because he definitely has copyrighted music and my stream will get pulled. See, now when I have my other, when I get the other computer built and I'm streaming on one and using the other one for programs or games or whatever, I think I'll be able to use a dual OBS setup where I can stream using, like, playing real music in the stream, but it doesn't record the real music onto the recording of the stream. So when I go to edit, I only have voice on the stream and no music, and then I can add my own music at that point for the VOD. And that might allow me to play real music during the stream and have requestable. It's really what I wanted, and that's why I like Twitch, is you can have the requestable music in your chat with the chat commands. You can just tell the chat what song you want it to play, and it will play it for you in the chat for everybody else too. Like, it's cool. You can't do that here on YouTube because you can't play that type of music. So I don't know. I just don't think I'll get as many people to watch me over on Twitch as I will be able to on YouTube. Though I do have another artist friend that streams on Twitch, like a personal friend, Sean Dietrich, who has cool art, and then John Grimm, who is another YouTube artist that streams on Twitch, and he also streams painting and video games. And he does all his on Twitch, so he can play good music and stuff. I don't think he puts the VODs on YouTube. He actually creates original content videos about art for YouTube, which is not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to build a whole tutorial thing, at least not yet anyways. You know, I might get to a point where if I have enough subscribers and they're all, we need a tutorial, we want, you know, if I get asked enough for a tutorial, then obviously I'm gonna do what's asked if I have enough subs that are asking. Like, I know I'm gonna have my old black books to flip through. I have sticker videos and shit that I gotta do, all my sticker collection. Things like that. Almost done with this gray, and let it dry for a minute, and then I can start doing the detail gray. I still need to get a way of drying this. I'm gonna watch a movie with my family, and when it's done I'll come back. Oh yeah, totally, man. Enjoy that movie. And then thank you for coming by and hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. You kind of keep my my mind engaged with conversation. It's good for the chat, you know, if other people come in and I have things I'm talking about, it might interest them as well to stick around and participate. I was getting a bunch of viewers when I was streaming before I disappeared and kind of mucked that all up. Like, once you start streaming, you gotta stay streaming. Alright. So just these little bits here on the ends. What is it? Why didn't you pay for this beat though? Something like that. How much longer will you stream? I have to pick up my friends at 9 o'clock at the airport, so until about 8:30. So it's only 5:30 now. That's 3 hours. So I might still be on when the movie's over. I mean, unless something comes up and I have to bail on the stream or something, but I don't, that usually doesn't happen. So I'll be streaming for a few more hours, man. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's the edge. I gotta stop doing the edges because that's the outline. I only need to do the insides. Alright, that looks good, huh? It's nice and uniform. Is there anywhere I missed? Did I miss that? I kind of feel like I missed this, but maybe not. But I do feel like I missed this in here. Yeah, and thanks for putting me onto this channel here too. Like a little change up from that other stuff, and I don't mind it at all. Okay, yeah, when I get back, you'll still be streaming. Sure. If I'm not, though, I will be trying to stream again tomorrow. I'm going to try and stream every day this week. I am going to let that dry, so I'll be right back. How do I... Well, there's not much I can do. I'm just going to do that right there. Alright. I'll put my shoes on. What if it's chilly outside? Well, the heater just came on, so that's an indication that it's chilly. Alright. Batman. I'm Batman. I come back to paint. I'm tired of fighting crime. I'm only here to paint. Oh, up there it's kind of looking like it needs another white coat. Oh. Chilly. A little shaky. Oh, I almost put the paintbrush in the gray. That wouldn't have been good at all. Some of that dark gray isn't yet. But I need to open the medium. I need to change this camera angle. Let's do this. Way I'm not getting not getting in it as much, but it's a little close now, isn't it? That might be enough. And then I still get in it, don't I? I'm not sure how I had it before. How did I have it so I wasn't getting in the damn picture? See, now I feel like I'm too close though. Moving this shit all around now. Alright, well, that should be good. Yep. Alright. Oh, I didn't make the garbage. Need that debris in the paint cup. Right. So how is this going to work? I think it's easier to fade if you're doing wet. And then I gotta go. That's not as clean as I want it to look. I think it was with water last time I did the... Yeah, it's definitely water. I don't know if that's how I want it. Interesting. All right. Man, I think it's easier if I did all three colors together. It's not fanning it out. Maybe that's. I'll do it like that. Oh, you know. Let's do it like that then. And then where's the center? Right there. So that's why I didn't want to lose the lines, because I gotta right there. Even now I'm like pushing down on the. That didn't work. This isn't working how it did last time. I don't understand why that is. On paper it works better than this. See, I think I need to be going this way. I don't know. This isn't good. This isn't working the way I want it to. Alright, I'm not really sure of the procedure I'm looking for here. Something's not right here. Not feeling good about this. think I have to do the colors together. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing here? But if I'm gonna then do the light gray, I feel like I need to do all three of them together. Like, oh. I don't know. Let's see how this works. Ah. This blending is not going well. Maybe I'm not using the right brush. Oh, I think maybe my brush isn't wet enough. You gotta keep the brush wet when you're doing this. Right? Isn't that it? Oh, but see, then I go a little crazy and now I'm getting it on the inside of the letter. I think I'm getting frustrated. I'm having a hard time getting the fade right on this. Nope. Using my finger is not working either. That's better. How come that just didn't work like that? Peterson said, wiping your brush after each stroke. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember to do. I got my paper right here. Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that. Yeah. I haven't really done this type of fade before. I know keeping my brush wet too is important too. It doesn't have the same feel as this. There we go. Thank you for tuning in, Peter. I appreciate it. Happy New Year, man. Hope you enjoyed your evening or your day, whichever you chose to celebrate. I chose the day, so I went to bed a little early last night. See, I'm not really sure I'm not sure if the wet technique, there's the different blending techniques, the wet on dry, the wet on wet, and the canvas isn't really in the direction, I can't spin it on my desk like I want to, because it's a bigger canvas than, yeah, see, that's not doing what I wanted to do either. Guess the smaller areas are easier for me to do. So, and that's not too bad. That's a little better, isn't it? Yeah, the wet on wet I think is the best if I do it right. Happy New Year to you. Cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I stayed up until 12:30, sent out a bunch of Happy New Year's messages, and then went to bed because I wanted to get up early today. Feel kind of refreshed on the first day, and I went out and Ubered for a while, and then came home, ate, jumped on the stream. So you want that a little wider on the two. That's not too bad there. I gotta do this bigger one though. That's the true test. These little areas are easier to blend for sure. I gotta do a better I got to get better, man. And I think this paintbrush is sort of kind of at its end. That's better. Alright, let's get back to this here. Alright, gray in the middle. Let's do gray down the middle. Yeah. Spread it out this way. Spread it out that way. That's better. It's definitely better. And the dark. Oh, I had it and then fucked it up right there. Oh, I have the napkin in my hand. I don't know if that's the gradient I want. Where's the middle gray? See, like... That's not bad. It's better than it was. Of course, it's not supposed to be right there, but that's okay. This canvas keeps getting... The canvas itself getting stuck on this. Yeah. I'm in the. Not really sure what to do about the camera angle with paintings like this. White. That's better. I need to take a smoke break. I'm going to go to the face cam for a minute there while I load this up. Well, can't really get it out of the camera now, can I? All right. I think the white needs to go in further on the ends than the middles because you can kind of see further into the 3D. That's always been a difficult thing to do. I might have to read. No, not really. That should be fine. Not sure if I should do the gray on the inside, like the fade, or just do a white to black, because I have the grays on the outside. I was going to do gray and fade out, but I think that gray will be too much gray with the inside, to be honest. So I think I might just do a black and white, quick little fade in the middle, and cross. Two hours. Oof. That's it. Alright. Let's do. Watered down, that's why it's not covering. Where was the tissue I had in my hand? Oh, it's over there. Have I listened to all? Oh, nope, 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 nope. Hopefully that works. So now that I know a little better what I'm doing, this should be. And thank you for reminding me, Peter, to keep wiping my brush off. Alright, here we go. Same thing with this. I keep hearing that same sample. I feel like we're listening to the same song over and over again. Isn't that covered? Oops. Sure. It's not where that belongs. Oh. My head in? Nope, my head's not in it. Okay, good. Just a little bit of the dark in there. Hang it. Oh. Like a Q-tip or something to help me clean up those spots. Alright. Where was I? Oh, right there. I like that. Works for me. Works for me. Works for me. Metal Gear sound effects. Sons of bitches. Hold on, you know. Doesn't need to be perfect. I really think this paintbrush is hating on me. Might need to see if I have anything else. I don't think I have anything shaped just like this one. They're all flat, not beveled. Change the music. I'll see back to him. Yeah. Alright, so that would have an edge right there. Oh, hi Ma. Glad to see you drawing, painting. I'm checking on glasses right now. Kay said I didn't order them, but I know I did. Something went wrong. I fell out, reorder. Love you. Love you too. Thank you for stopping by. Feels good to be painting again. Do you see the one I finished? I sent the picture of it to you, I think. It's on the wall behind me. Oh, I don't have my face cam on. Oops. Hi, I'm waving at the camera like it's on. There we go. Hi, Ma. Was I doing? Oh. Right there. So it'll be like right there. How was your New Year? What did you guys? I talked to you. Well, yeah, I did talk to you last night for a little bit. Thank you for calling. It's kind of nice to talk to you on the last day of the year. And I got to bed by 12:30. Didn't go out. I was up 8 o'clock today. I got out to work. I made my daily nut by 3:30. Got home, ate some food, jumped on the stream. It's the third day in a row. I like the schedule, and I'm going to try and stick with it as much as I can. Alright. Well, this paper is starting to fall apart. Hello, okay, I see you now. So when I opened my notices, you were there. Sounds great. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, yeah, I had the face cam off. I was partaking in a bowl of cannabis a little while ago, so I turned the camera off. So I don't need to be gratuitous. It is legal, and I can do it on camera if I want to. But you know, I just have a younger group that tends to chime in and hang out. So I don't know. I'll educate. I don't hide it. I just don't need to be gratuitous. Did you like that picture of the canvas that I did? Like, I figured you'd at least like the butterflies and the hair. I thought that was cool. I think yes, it was cool. Was that a drip art? No, it's spray paint. But I did create. I created a stencil. I found some silhouette images on Google, and I kind of stitch a few of them together to create the stencil for that. So I painted the background the black with the blue dots, and then put the stencil down and spray painted like every color I had of the rainbow to fill it in, and then I just sort of splashed this. I spray paint into like a little cap, and then I just chuck it. It was on the floor, so I was sort of like chucking it down. I was listening to the Beatles, and I was sort of dancing around it while I was flicking all the paint onto it. That's not right, but I can fix it. I'll fix it right now. What am I doing here? This here. And then so it looked like it was textured. Well, yeah, I mean, you can... No, actually, you can't really feel the drips on it as much as I thought you would be. But no, it's not textured. It's smooth. I'm just waiting for the earth to dry. So when I was painting the earth, I was using a couple different blues of this specific brand, but I didn't realize that one of them was an oil and not an acrylic, and oil takes longer to dry. And so yeah, I'm just giving it dry. Then I got to put a seal coat on it, and it's going to a friend of mine. Her name was the name that was selected when my YouTube channel hit 200 subscribers. I'm just now getting to that, and I'm on the cusp of 400, which means I'm doing another canvas. But the last for 300, my friend that the name got selected, they gave me some paint and canvases for my birthday. So in exchange, I'm gonna end up making them a canvas anyways. So I got work to do. I got work to do. Well, that's what's bothering me. This isn't the right, like... I think I gotta change the angle of this, or it's gonna bug me. It's not what I wanted to do, but... Awesome. Have you been watching The Mandalorian with them? I'm wondering what you thought of that. Oh. I had all the lines here, and I went over them with the dark gray, and now I'm having a difficulty making sure the lines are... It's going to come down to here, but I sort of messed it up. Alright, that might be better. This fading with the acrylic, I was attempting to do it a different way, where I painted the dark gray and then I was going to paint each as a layer and fade it, but it doesn't look so good like that as it does with the wet on wet paint fade. But I'm trying to keep my paint strokes going in the right direction. Whoa, that's a lot of paint. I'm starting to get hungry. I gotta pick up my friends at the airport at 9, so never heard of it. Should I? I'm gonna check Amazon. I'll be back. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Should you check it? Sure. Check it. Whatever it is. You know, there's no harm in check. Oh, see, that's got its own line. I don't know why I did that. Do-do-dum-dum. It's times like this I feel like I need to flip the canvas over, get the right angle. Hang on. I don't like seeing the sort of the line where I want it to be smooth. Smooth operator. Nothing. Is that good? That good? I think nothing like. I'll try again. Yeah, movie. Oh, what movie? Oh, The Mandalorian. It's not a movie. It's a show. It's a series. It's like based on the Star Wars realm and a bounty hunter clan race, whatever. And everybody thinks Baby Yoda, but it's never been confirmed that it's Baby Yoda. Because it takes place after they blew up the Death Star and everything. Then that happens. I don't want that to happen. Anytime you introduce more paint, you gotta... And then you start overworking. You gotta be careful not to overwork the paint. I might not even be using the right paintbrush for this, but you know, whatever. Use what I got and get the job done. Right, Ma? Ain't that way you do it? You don't need the right tool. You get it done anyways. I learned it by watching you, alright? No, never heard of it. Hello. Oh. I'm reading what I've already read. Why did I do that? That's okay. That's right, it's right. Well... See, it's right there. I think I gotta go a little heavier with that. I think that's what's going on here. I didn't know the piece of paper towel. That one, no good no more. Oh, nope. I think I'm making a mess of this one here. Because I'm trying to fade it, but I'm trying to make sure that it's on the right angle. Talk about you first. Talk about. Talk about. Talk about you first. Talk about. Talk about. It's not. It doesn't feel right. Nope. Talk about. See, if that's light, then that's gotta be lighter. Or I have to put more dark. Like, yep, I keep lightening it up, not realizing that it's. I gotta keep the darkness in there. Oh. Well, I appreciate everybody that's hanging around there. I don't know if that's still you, Ma, or not. Or if I have some other newcomers. That looks about right. Is that what my problem is? I'm not putting enough paint on. Maybe that's why I'm having a difficult time with the blending. The paint's not thick enough. You used to paint, Ma. You got some, you remember any tricks? Did you use oil or acrylic? I don't know if you heard the question, or if it's even you still hanging out. Like, but if you heard me, maybe you're typing. I don't know. Because I want to do that again. It's light. I don't want it light. See, that's way lighter than that. That's not. I know that. I gotta fix that one more than these here. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's not. Alright. See, I need a lot of that. What are you doing? Alright, that's good. Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna redo that before I get. Alright, I think that's better. Yep. Not really digging that either. I might fix that later too. Let's do up there. It's a big one. And then, so that would come down like I think that's a little off, to be honest. Yo, welcome back, JC. How was the movie, man? What did you watch? My mother was just here. I think they went to go watch a movie. I don't know. We're talking about a movie. I don't know if she went to go watch it or look it up. It's cool when Maz comes to hang out in the chat. Alright. Did I just get paint on my Twizzler? I mean my Togo on Disney. Oh, nice. I haven't watched anything else on Disney yet, other than Mandalorian. I'm sure I will at some point. Oh, gotta keep the brush heavy. Oh, see, I start to overwork it, and it starts pulling paint off, which is what you don't want to do. Do, do, do. Do, do. See, I think my brush is dry. That's why it's not. You gotta keep the brush wet too. Time is it? 7? Okay. Have an hour and a half to go. Till I gotta go to the airport. Not too bad. It's got that. It definitely has the brush, like, it pulls the paint back up. I feel like I'm overworking it. It's cool that they have all the Star Wars except for the new one. Yeah, except for the new one for sure. I haven't seen them all. The last one I think was Rise of the Jedi, whatever, with the girl. Came out a year ago. I think it's the last one of the newer ones that I actually watched. I went to the movies. I had a friend put out an open invite, so I went. I sort of, after 1, 2, and 3, it left a sour taste in my mouth, to be honest. I didn't like the new direction of it. I didn't like their selection of actors. They used too many famous actors, and I don't like famous actors in my Star Wars. It's not how it started. Like, when you see the same face, the same actors and everything, I lose the immersion. It takes away from the overall movie for me. Like Samuel L. Jackson and Liam Neeson as Jedis. Come on, man. We've seen Samuel L. Jackson in everything. Why are you going to have him in Star Wars, too? I love me some Samuel L. Jackson. But, come on now. Enough's enough. Stay out of my Star Wars. Yeah. The Last Jedi. I don't know if I saw The Last Jedi. One of these days I'll just throw it on for the heck of it, you know, since it's there. I'm gonna try the opposite way now, dark to light, because not sure which way would be better. And then yeah, I think I like. And then if I do this, and then to the white. Did that go quicker? Dark to light, huh? I don't know. Oh, I think I'm just getting tired of this shading. Oh, and then I put my hand up there. Terrible. The lighting in here is horrible. It's hard to see. So. That's good. I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah, it works. It's a little sloppy. But what are you gonna do? I wonder if the swap meet's going on tonight. It's Wednesday. Tonight I usually go swap meet dumpster diving. I haven't done that in a while because I still have a pile of stuff I haven't recorded yet. Because I haven't been able to get to it or just been depressed. But part of me wants to go down there because I haven't been down there in so long. I think once I get the green screen I'll be able to record things a lot easier. I can stay on location. I mean, stay like home and do it instead of driving around, lugging everything. I get screwed over by the sun all the time, sort of like just my timing and the direction of the sun doesn't work well for when we're recording, that kind of stuff. I don't know why the light gray seems to overpower the dark gray to up. See, the fray just went out of the line. That's what happens once the brush starts getting junky. See, like it's supposed to be a chisel, and I'll tell you, it's certainly not a chisel anymore. Hail Hydra. I think they took this one from who was Hydra? Who was in Hydra? It was an Adult Swim show, I think, wasn't it? There you go. Have you seen the solo song? I think that was before the that one with the girl, right? If I remember correctly. It's hard to keep all the storyline to after. Oh, it was after. So maybe I haven't seen that one yet either. I said I've fallen so far behind. Hail Hydra. Do you think that one's better than like most of the other ones? Because I know some people are like, "Ooh, this one's better than that one," and yo, Curtis, you shut down again? You doing dinners at that time? It's like a side movie. It's about the backstory. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I'm familiar with it. But so it came out after that one with the chick, but it takes place before he meets Luke, right? Dinner time. What are you having tonight, my friend? What is your selections at your stop? So where are you now? You were in Buffalo yesterday. You got to be somewhere else today, unless you sat. Oh, Denny's. Yo, the Denny's rice pilaf is pretty damn good, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Doesn't sound like something that, Denny's would be known for. I love me some Denny's country fried steak, though. Breakfast. Tell you, man, that violin can pull your heartstrings, man. I think it's the most emotional instrument out there. Love that thing. Flying J. So the Flying J, some of them Flying J's, they have the food there and up front in the case. I ain't gonna lie, I get that meatloaf from time to time with the double potato. I eat like half of it for lunch and then the other half for dinner when I would shut down. Same thing with Subway sandwiches. I get the foot long, I eat half for lunch and then the other half for dinner. Save me money. Save me money. Denny's mango lemonade is so good. Oh yeah? I'll have to try that. I'm due for a Denny's run sometime soon. Glad you're safe today. Do you drive? Well, if you're shutting down now, then you sleep at night like I do. I hate driving through the night. I'm not a fan. I'm a daytime visual kind of guy. I get tired behind the wheel at night. Had 4 stops in Buffalo today. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the pot roast. Yep. Forget that you're doing more stops, so you don't do you do less sort of daily traveling because you have your stops than like I did the long haul. 500-600 miles a day. Hammer down, baby. So when's your next home? Like when your next time going back home? Oh, out of hours today, yeah. Are your clocks sort of the same as ours too, with the 4 different clocks? Or do you have different ones because you do multiple stops and it's different? Or do you still have your 8, 10, 14, 72, whatever? ELD? I'm not sure what that is. So Saturday, today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2 more days. Not too bad. It's coming up. That'll come up quick. Actually, it should be a little lighter than the one next to it. Yeah. Doo 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 doo. To the minute electric logs. Yep. Yeah, I know about the electric logs. That's what we had in our truck. Taking a shower tonight? Or you skipping it? Dude, I took a shower like maybe once every 2 weeks, yo. For real. But I don't sweat a lot, so I didn't stink. But yeah, man, sometimes I go up to like 2 weeks and shit. I mean, I'd change my drawers and I'd kind of whore bath it with some, with baby wipes. Showered. Nice. Oh, hi, Mom. Back different kinds of... I did different kinds of... Not sure, different kinds of what? Curtis. I think you might have... I don't know if you met my mom once. She come down to Bar 1, I think, one time when I was DJing. I don't know if you were there or not. She would have been on the dance floor. Oh, different mediums. Much better than I was. I'd have to ask you for pointers. Oh. You know, your pictures were pretty good. I'm not that great. My blending is not going fantastically. Ma, listen to this, what this guy's saying. Boundless. I like what he talks about. Always be a beginner. Alright, so marks here. Something like that. No. So I'm gonna go up a little bit more. Something like that. Time is it? 7:30? Okay, I have about an hour before some friends come in. Come back home. I gotta go pick them up at the airport at 9, they said. There's something about that sound that kind of reminds me of Silence of the Lamb with Buffalo Bill when he's in the mirror dancing. It puts the lotion in the basket or it gets the hose. Put the lotion in the basket. Oh, should have been daughter injuries here. Oh, that's right. That's right. So Ma Curtis, yeah, that's right. Brought his daughter over to get his hair done. So you have met Cool. So Curtis is out on the road. He truck drives too. Not saying he's not at the same company I was, but he's out on the road right now. Doing that damn thing, man. Doing that damn thing. Well, you never know. I might end up back out there at some point. Might get the urge. Go back. I miss driving the truck, man. I do. I might see about getting like a yard jockey job here in San Diego somewhere. And all I'm doing is flipping trailers all day, which is the only thing I ever really liked doing, was backing them up and into the docks and maneuvering them. That was the fun of the job. Hi Curtis, I remember now. Kirk and I are going to watch a movie. I found out on Amazon, canceled my order because they were sold out. Ah, sold out. That's alright, I can't use it until I get my computer rig built anyways, and I'm still looking for the CPU. So there's no rush on the VR headset. Gotta remember that I'm going that way. Nope, overworking it now. I don't have enough paint on there. Sometimes, and then the paintbrush isn't wet enough. All these things you gotta keep in mind, or it doesn't work right. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. About to grub. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by again, Curtis, man. Love you, brother. Stay safe out there. Get home soon. Enjoy that time home with your family before you gotta hit the road again, man. Have a good night. Happy New Year, man. Oh, I totally gaffed that up. Did your mom like to draw? Yes, JC, she did. She was also an artist. I have a couple of her paintings stored away from when she was a teenager or a young adult. She helped me get my creativity going. Nice. Yep. She also sings too. Our family is full of talented people who never really put it to the test. We all have talents, and yet we're all broke. Though my mom does hair. She's a beautician. She's been doing it for a long time. She's good at it. But she could have been a singer. So could my sister. Shoot. Her dad plays all kinds of instruments. My dad plays some instruments. We've been more of a roadie than a musician, to be honest, but like it runs in my family for sure. Music and arts. We definitely learn to sort of enjoy other elements of life other than just going to work and coming home and doing nothing. Shoot, even when my mom's not doing anything, she's playing solitaire or doing something. You know, like, it's like we don't really sit down. Man, I'll have the TV on. I'll have a Twitch stream going. You know, I'm texting. Oh, there he goes. He's talking again. Were you self-taught? Yes. Nope. Never took any classes, JC. I took ceramics and home ec in high school, but as far as drawing, nope, no lessons, all self-taught. And it's also the reason why I can't draw a human anatomy. It's that's definitely my Achilles, is human anatomy. It's so hard. Look, I even had silhouettes to cut out, and even she got distorted. But she's also like ethereal, whatever. I think that's the word, how you pronounce it. Like she's of the stars, so she's sort of stretched out. Looks okay. Did you like that movie that you watched at on the To Go on Disney? Was it good? Was it worth it, or was it kind of like, I wasted my time on this thing? It's a dog sled movie. You know, I like dogs. Like, you know, even there's sometimes even kids movies, Disney movies, whatever, like this, even though it's might be cartoon or goofy or whatever, sometimes the message is strong, you know, and that could be enough. It's funny, I say, like, I'm not a Disney fan. I don't like a lot of their movies, but man, when you look at the list of the movies that they had, I'm like, yep, I like that one. I watched that one. It seems like I've watched more Disney than I thought. It did help that, you know, when my sister was born and I was 17, we watched like every Disney movie on VHS. I'm not even sure if you know what VHS is. Your parents would. Old movies on these big ass cassette tapes. Before DVDs. That actually would be two, wouldn't it? Shit, it's split. But do I want to change the coloration? Yeah, of course I do, because I know it's different. And if I didn't, I feel like I'm cheating myself. That's good. Oh, I grew up on that thing. Oh, okay. Cool. I know some kids these days are spoiled. They don't know what a VHS is. So, I don't know. You don't even imagine the thing I've watched a movie on called Laserdisc. And it used to be these huge plastic, like square cassettes or whatever. You put in this machine, and inside was a big, like, vinyl record. Oh, it's funny. It was horrible. It was like pre-VHS. I forgot. I think I got it off one of my friends. We didn't have it in the house like my family. I ended up getting it from one of my friends. I remember having Superman on it, The Hobbits. I forget what else I had on the discs. And I'm not sure what happened to it. I think I ended up trading it for some Transformers eventually. What am I doing? I don't know if it's just this color, but it's pretty thin. And it dries super quick. So when I go back over, I end up pulling paint off. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that was a lot of paint. Ugh. See, I wiped the paint off, so it doesn't look good at all. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but man, it looks horrible on here. I think I need to do the gray in the middle and then work the light and the dark into it to be honest. I think that... Oh, plus my brush isn't wet. Yeah, that makes a huge difference too, man. I'm telling you, your brush is gonna be wet. Seems to be becoming increasingly more difficult than it was when I was up there. And I can't tell if it's just... I think my paintbrush is really struggling. Or the paint is struggling. I don't know. Maybe the paint's drying out. I can't get a good fade with it. Like, I start working up and it starts pulling the paint off from the color previous. See, I don't like those lines. You can tell where my brush is hitting the canvas and pulling the paint instead of... Struggling, man. I'm struggling right now. See? Nope. It's not acting the way that I want it to. I seem to be doing better up there than down here. What is this? The dark gray, right? Yeah. I don't need a whole lot of hair to him. What is going on here? No, leave it alone. I know if I touch it, it's gonna muck it up. I'm just gonna leave it just the way it is. Let it chill. If it's not good, I'll come back, and I feel like I'm gonna have to redo them anyways. I'm not feeling so good about them all. I really just wanted to smooth. What was it? My hairstyle is like it goes up, flows to the right. I had a feather do like that for a while, like had it so it was like my hair comes out, goes straight, long, and then curls crazily. Trying to figure out where I would want the turquoise streaks to go. I mean, depending on how technical she can get with the dye, you can do some pretty crazy designs. I had my mom do a bunch of stars in my head, so it was all blonde with purple stars. And then one time it was like one big star on the back of my head, but the hair for the star was a little bit longer than the hair on the side of my head, so it sort of stuck up. It was also purple, because purple was my favorite color at that time. I've definitely had plenty of hairstyles in my life. That's one thing I wasn't afraid to do, was muck around with my hair. I've also had more piercings in my face too that are no longer here. I'm surprised I didn't get a message from my friend who wants me to pick her up from the airport. Hope everything's going alright. I mean, unless I hear differently, I'm going to plan on being at the airport around 9-ish. Because that's what they... It's the backwards technique again. So you gotta be careful. You don't want to touch the dark and then bring the dark over into the light. Not until you're ready anyways. Should lose a little bit of darkness here. See, I think when I do that, I gotta put a little more paint on my brush, or I stop, like I said, stop pulling color off. That works. Do you see? Oh, everywhere. What up? Ah, I know you don't like it. Well, accept it. Well, just kidding. Looks great. Oh, that looks great. I know. Oh, nah. Well, you know, the fade stuff is is to be desirable. Like, it's a little rough. I wanted it smoother. It's been a while since I've done any painting with acrylics, and haven't really done a 3-color fade like this. It's easier with alcohol markers. Happy New Year, man, though. Looks top shelf. Cool, man. I appreciate that. How's the harvesting coming along? You got it all done? Like, I don't know if you're indoor. Right? It's out of season right now to be outdoor. Unless you have a greenhouse. I'm down to like my last, maybe half a pound off of the tree that I cut down a few months ago. I've been selling those off at 100 to my friends. So I've been going through it pretty quick. Speaking of, I could use a little break. I'm gonna take my face off for a minute, so I can load this up here. Oh man, knocked it all out and sold it all. Oh wow, you sold it all already. Cool, man. That's the way to do it. I'm not selling all mine because I know I gotta keep a bunch to smoke until I can figure out what I'm gonna do about the next batch. I'm trying to sell off my vinyl records so I can make room for a tent and grow a couple in my room. No greenhouse. I'm broke guy. Yeah, I'm broke guy too, man. Trust me. But cheers, though. Cheers to the New Year's. Yeah. I have about 45 minutes before I gotta go pick up some friends at the airport. But this is my 3rd day in a row streaming, dude. Like, I haven't done any art, any graffiti, any painting, or anything since like Halloween. Really, I got into a depression. Sort of why I fell off and disappeared from IG and YouTube and shit. But I'm trying to get back into the role, like getting up early, getting to work, so I can get work done early, and like streaming by 5, 6 in the evening. I'm gonna try and keep doing this as much as I can. Like, this is my schedule. It's not always gonna be all painting either. Like, I'm gonna be doing some gaming as well. I also have a Twitch account. I might do the gaming on Twitch. I don't know yet. If my sister is good at shaving designs, then I might ask her to do that as well. You know, it's not even shaving designs. It's well, it is shaving, but it's sort of like doing the lines and having the lines clean. If you have just the normal hair buzzers, that's really wide blade, and it's hard to get any detailing other than straight lines with it. You have to get like the smaller one. It's like maybe a centimeter, and then you can do super fine designs and stuff. I had a cousin-in-law once. That's what she did, and she did some incredible designs in people's hair. It was unbelievable. Alright, cool. Get that done. Feed the little ones, man. We all need it. Whether it be knowledge or sustenance. Kids need to be fed. And this week was a bad one for me. Yeah, dude. This whole last month was a bad one for me. I got some bruisings on my hands to prove it, dude. I wilded out on Christmas Eve. It wasn't good. I didn't fight nobody. I just kind of lost my composure and got real angry at the world. Like, literally everybody and anything. Whether animate or inanimate. Or just angry. I laugh at it now, but at the time it was not cool. I was pretty embarrassed by it. But good thing I get over myself pretty quick. Be like, oh, so what? That happened. It happens. What you gonna do? Do 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 do. So after I pick up my friends and I drop them off, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go to the swap meet or if I'm gonna come home. If I come home, and I might jump on again, but like I said, I might stream this game that I picked up, this little cheapo escape game. We'll see. Alright. Need the gray. Even more. Go inside the. There we go. Oh, well, at least the dark color outside you can't see is easy. The marker I have that I was going to outline this with too doesn't hold the sharpest line, so I don't know if I'm going to have a hard time with the outlining of this as well. I might have to go get myself another gray marker that is extra fine, or just like maybe a 2mm, 3mm or something. Because the one I have is like a 4, I think. Oh no, that is a 2, but I don't know. I feel like it was. You see, like I feel like that nib is not clean when I was doing other lines with it. We'll see. Again, this is just personal. This isn't. I'm not doing this for anybody. This is, you know. I mean, somebody's welcome to buy it if they want to buy it from me, but I'm not doing it for anybody in mind. Right there, right there. Right there. Do 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 do. It was nice of my mother to say that she'd have to take pointers from me. I've seen the things that she's painted. Some good stuff. I don't feel like I'm that good yet. But you know, you gotta love supporting Maz. They make you feel good. And my Oculus Rift didn't come in because she said that they were out of stock. I have to wait for them to come back in stock before they send it to me. I told her it's okay because I can't use it until I build the gaming rig anyways. I want to go now, man. If you stream tomorrow, yeah, I'm gonna be on tomorrow too, man. I'm trying to do this every day, like a schedule, Monday through Friday. Sure, man. Happy New Year. Get some rest. I really appreciate you being here 3 days in a row, man. You're like my greatest sub right now. I'm gonna have to do your name in graffiti for you, just because. I like to do nice things for those that are supportive, you know. You're welcome, man. And have a good night. Dum 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 dum. Dum ding dong. I just hope it looks good on that end. Did I put my face cam back on? Oh, I didn't. Oh well. I can put it back on in a minute. Let's clear out this bolt. Alright. There we go. If you're still there, I'm waving bye. Okay, see ya. Oh, I see those strays. Nope, you're not gonna screw me over. Oh, I still see it. Right there. Oh, there it is. The strays are coming out. And they're going to ruin. Oops. That wasn't good. I don't feel like I could have did this better with marker, a paint marker. But, you know, it's all part of the learning. I wonder if I can turn it now, if that would help. So I can see the line here. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Professor, what's another word for pirate treasure? Well, I think it's booty. Booty. Ain't over yet. It's just the bridge. It's a break, actually. There we go. Oh, that was the end of the song. I thought we were in the middle of that song. I guess not. You're my everything. You're my everything. Oof, that's a long one, huh? Like, this whole section is that. Alright. That's how I feel the line should be. And the same thing here. Oh, I had it and then I touched that other page. There you go. Yeah, the light isn't good to end with. It's not. Well, yep. Well, you're not supposed to wipe that much off at a time. Oh, how you gonna do me? You're gonna do me dirty like that? I don't like the way this looking in here. A16. I still haven't heard from them, so I'm not sure if they.
Help me see, I'm blinded.
Ooh. Ooh. Over my brushes. Oh, I'm almost knocking over my drinks. Well, drink, but I pluralized it because I was talking about the scissors going here. Let's go in the garbage. Alright. Let's do a little bit more before I call it. Oh, I mucked that up right there, huh? A little bit. Oh, it's supposed to be... I do believe, right? Maybe I put a little too much gray on here. That's a lot. I don't know why I scooped it up so heavily. Let's wipe some of it off. And this light gray, I'm not a big fan of it at all. Ah. Oh, what is going on? I'm doing what I want you to do. Might be because my brush is starting to dry out. Alright, that's gonna do it for that. I'm gonna call it here just so I can sort of be ready when I need to go and pick up my friends. Alright, thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll be back tomorrow evening about the same time.